Serna, and I'm the director of the Student Money Management Office at Austin Community College, and I'm also an accredited financial counselor. The coronavirus pandemic has required us all to adjust to a new way of day-to-day life, and unfortunately for many in our community, that is amplified by a reduction in income, either via a job loss or a reduction in work hours. And if this is the case for you, no doubt you are feeling financially stressed. And so I wanted to provide you with some guidance in creating a crisis budget. A crisis budget is different than a monthly budget because it focuses on ensuring that your basic needs are met. So it looks at those expenses that ensure your basic needs are met and gives you permission to let non-essential expenses go. A crisis budget is only meant to be temporary. So first, you need to write your monthly budget. If you don't already have your budget written down, I suggest that you visit the Student Money Management Office website to get started. There we have a budget builder tool. We have so many expenses that are floating around in our head. The budget builder tool helps you pull out those expenses and identify them. So that's your first step. Next, we have our monthly budgeting template. This is where you'll take all those expenses you identified along with your expected monthly income. So there, now you've got your monthly budget. From there, we need to go on to prioritizing those expenses that you will cover this month. And I have a list of 6 for you. So first, I want to make sure that you allocate money to groceries, keeping you and the household members you're responsible for fed. Second, any medicines that you or your household members require, make sure you are allocating your funds to that second priority expense. Third is your rent. You may have heard that in the Austin and surrounding areas, evictions are being halted for non-payment of rent. This does not mean you are not responsible for your rent. You need to pay your rent and keep current on your rent. So that's your third priority in your crisis budget. Your fourth priority in your crisis budget are your utilities. So think your electricity, your phone, your gas. So focus on your utilities. Next, maintain internet connectivity. And then finally, any health insurance premiums. So that's where I want you to focus all of the available cash you have. Now, resources for helping people who are financially stressed are evolving. And so there are some resources that will help you meet those 6 expenses that I identified. So for example, groceries. You may consider using local food pantries. For rent or utilities, ACC has a student emergency fund that may be able to help you with those expenses. So I do want you to look for resources that can help you pay for some of those 6 priority expenses that I identified. Okay, next, I'm going to provide you with a list of expenses that what I want you to do is call that creditor and request that they suspend your payments. Okay, so for example, your car payment. If you're paying on a car, call up the entity which you give your car payment to every month and ask that they suspend your payments. If they're not able to suspend your payments, that is one expense that I would recommend go. Same thing for car insurance. Many car insurance companies are making accommodations for people affected by the coronavirus pandemic. So call up your car insurance company and ask if there's any adjustments they can make for you. Next, credit card bills. Call up your credit card company, request a suspension of payment. If they say, no, sorry, your payment is still due on the 15th of the month, I'm going to give you permission to just not pay it. Yes, this is going to damage your credit, but we will work on fixing your credit once you have made it through this financial crisis. So some other expenses that I recommend you contacting your creditor. First, Your mortgage payment. So if you are not a renter, you own your own home, you have a mortgage payment. Most servicers are by request of the person who has the mortgage, they will suspend mortgage payments for a period of time. The other one that you actually don't have to do anything about is if you have federal student loan payments, those are automatically suspended for you through September 30th, 2020. So you actually don't even have to call them. Any other creditor payments you have, call and explain your situation. You can say something like, "Hi, this is Karen. I am experiencing a financial hardship due to the coronavirus pandemic. I understand I have a payment due to you for $325 on the 23rd of this month. Is there any adjustment you can make for me to help alleviate some of the financial stress that I'm feeling?" That could be an example of something that you could say to a creditor when you call. Let's see. Finally, if you have any non-essential expenses, so that would be like your streaming subscriptions like Netflix and Hulu, or maybe you have cable, it's time to cancel those and let those go, as well as any other memberships that you may have. Let them go. This is a crisis. You're focusing on making sure your basic needs are met. Don't hesitate to reach out to ACC staff and faculty in the time of your crisis. If that person you reach out to doesn't know how to help you, they will know who to refer you to, who may be able to provide some assistance. So if you have an academic advisor or a success coach or a favorite faculty member, reach out to them and ask them for help. Stay healthy and be well, Riverbats.